Okay, so also we just decided that we are going to be having a joke competition in the last week of class because telling jokes is helping us. I'm going to give you one joke example. Ahadu, can you please share one of the more appropriate jokes you have?
Okay. Wait, out loud or
Yeah,
just...
out loud, because I want people to hear like some of the jokes we've said.
Okay. Oh, sick. All right. Which one was it? Okay, I got it. So I'm looking forward to a job cleaning mirrors. It's a job I can really see myself doing.
Yeah, that's a great example. Thank you. Okay, so Ahadu told a bunch of jokes. We all told a bunch of jokes today. Next week, we're going to have a practice round, so please bring your humor. And then when we get to the very last week of class, we're going to have a competition, and the winner will receive something hand-mailed, snail-mailed from me to them. And that's it. So we're sorry you missed this Zoom class, but we hope to see you next week. Okay. So bear with me because apparently this advances the slides and all these toolbars are overlapping. This is really awkward. Okay. All right. Okay, so right now, guys, there are a bunch of people taking a geometrics exam, and so they may pop in and need help. Just please know that if that happens, I'm going to jump over to try to troubleshoot them really quick. There have been a lot of students that have been stuck on week 3. And that is something that I have been trying to sort through. I think I just confused people. So really quickly, even if you're not one of them, I just want to show you guys how to submit. 25 students submitted. So I'm going to click here. And for the week 3 grade, there were actually a lot of different ways. And I forgot, it's not the easiest thing to show you how to submit this because I am the teacher. You are supposed to submit screenshots. So let me try to turn myself into a student. And modules. So the whole goal is that every week, it's not going to let me do this because, okay, well, one thing I'm going to point out is right now as a student, because I haven't turned in this very first project, that's why everything else is locked and I can't see it. So I'm just going to do this quiz really quickly. What format will you use? I did a paper collage, submit quiz. And once I do that, if I go back to the modules, it should have opened up week 2. So if you're having trouble getting things submitted, it's because I have it locked down so that you go in order. And each week you're required to submit that project. So I know a lot of people were emailing me Google Docs and stuff like that. I want you guys to submit through this system because it just helps me stay on top of grading. Otherwise, I'm worried that I'm going to lose your work. So then values and goals brainstorm. Sorry that I have to submit all of these, but I have to do it in order to get the one I want to show you. I'm just going to say 1, 2, 3. I think most people got that one done okay, and it made sense. And then, how do I get out of here? Turn. All right, so now, yes. So week 3 grade, I just want to go over briefly for the people who are stuck. You can submit multiple files, which is nice. So when you come on here, what I suggested is that you guys do a screenshot just because I want to keep you using your technology skills and because it's just kind of a quick, easy way to upload things. So when you go to submit assignment, you can choose multiple files. That's what some people did. You can also go right into your Google Drive here. Oh, but it won't let me show you how to do this. So that's really convenient. Thank you, Canvas. So it won't let me actually walk you through this. So now we've just spent 5 minutes trying to show you something that I can't show you. But the point is, you will come into here and you will see that submit button, and you'll come here and you'll just upload your files right here and say submit, okay? So for week 4, let me jump back into this. For week 4, we are going to be doing, you're going to submit your work very similarly. So I want you to do, I don't care if it's a PDF, a PNG, a JPEG, whatever format you would like to submit in. This week is fine because you are now, like some of you are doing videos, so you're going to upload a video file. But actually, let's show you that. Where is it? Oh, I want to show you before we talk about week 4. I did want to show you what people submitted. The wrong place. Oh, we got a new submission. We can grade it together. All right, so I forget here. I'll have to come back and grade this later so I don't forget. Let me look at scene. Okay, so I just want to show you from my end what it looked like when a couple of people submitted different files. So this is Morgan's, and she submitted all sorts of files. So if we click on each file, she could show me different parts. She did hers in a document. And I just want to point out that she took a lot of time thinking about these goals, and she put a lot of detail into it, which I personally really appreciated seeing. And then she goes into her images, which is great. So that's just one example. I want to pull up who did it right. I'm trying to remember. I think somebody in, let's look at Freyr's. I think his was done really well too. Second block. Okay, so Freyr did his in a Google Doc. But long-term goals, which I just think that he spent a lot of time thinking about these goals, and I love it. It's very specific. Like when he talks about wanting to improve art, he uses wanting to actually draw the human body. And I'm going to, how do I, where is the participant thing? I'm going to mute all you guys for a second, just because we're getting feedback and I don't want it to sound bad if people want to watch this later. Okay, so he went into detail, and he has some fun goals like learning to cook pasta, and this is a perfect time to do that. Values, super simple and straightforward, and then you'll see all of these different images. And this part, guys, I'm just like loving getting to see these, because it's like, you know, a what's to come for this week, which I'm really excited to see your actual vision boards put together. So that's just a couple of examples of the work that you're submitting so far. And let me jump here. Did anybody listen to this Goop podcast that I posted? You have to mute yourself if you're muted. My guess is no, because it was just posted yesterday. So what I think I'm going to do actually is hold off on this Goop podcast, and we will talk about that next week. Because I encourage you to listen to this podcast while you're working on your vision board, because it's conflicting, but they work together, and I think you guys are going to like it. And I think it's just interesting to get different perspectives. So that's what I'm trying to offer you with that. So for week 4, what I want you to know, and we'll look at this really quick in Canvas. I want you to know that I actually made you a real rubric to help guide you with what I want included, and for you to understand how your grade, how you will get graded on it. So if we go into week 4, submit your first draft. Now, one thing I will point out here is that I've told you a good method to submit depending on which tool you're using for your vision board. So you just take a look here. Let's say you're doing a paper collage like I did. You're just going to upload a photo. And so this week you're taking all your goals, you're taking your images. You're going to need more images than you had last week. And we're going to put it all together in the format that you chose. And we're going to do the first draft of your vision board. So you're going to turn in your first draft this week. Next week, you're going to get feedback. And then the week after that, you're going to turn in your final board. So I have made you a rubric. So if you scroll down on the assignment page, you can see exactly how many, depending on how many images you use. If you use a lot of images, you're going to get the highest score. If I can tell what your goals are, you're going to get a higher score. If I can tell what your values are, I'm going to give you a higher score. If you spend time designing it and being yourself, being unique, having originality in it, that's going to be good for your grade, as well as you are using a format that is matching what you are presenting. So you're basically sticking to that format that you chose. Or if that feels like it's not working to you, you pivot, you choose a different format, but whatever you submit, I just want your format to work well with your images and your goals and what you're trying to present. And I know I don't usually do rubrics with you guys, but I thought for this project that it would be helpful just to give some people a little more guidance. So that is there. And again, depending on how you are creating your vision board, you're going to submit a different type of file. And then next week, it should be pretty fun because we're going to get to look at everybody's vision boards, which I am so excited about. Now, I think this is going to work, but I'm going to need somebody to tell me. So I'm going to hit play for a second, and I want you to tell me if you can hear.
It's tougher for students.
Anybody?
It was a little bit late.
You heard it? Okay. So we're just going to watch this quick video, and that is the last slide I have for us today. So let me get this out of the way and this out of the way. Make this. All right, so this is just like a couple minute clip.
Students who imagine. As part of our ongoing arts and culture series, Canvas, we hear now from a variety of leaders in their fields, including my message to my alma mater on how to embrace that uncertainty.
It's vital that you learn and we all learn to be at peace with the discomfort of stepping into the unknown. The noise of the world drowns out the sound of you. You have to get still to listen. So can you use this disorder that COVID-19 has wrought? Can you treat it as an uninvited guest that's come into our midst to reorder our way of being? Can you, the class of 2020, show us not how to put the pieces back together again, but how to create a new and more evolved world, a world more just, kind, beautiful, tender, luminous, creative, whole. We need you to do this because the pandemic has illuminated the vast systemic inequities that have defined life for too many for too long.
It can be difficult to see the whole picture when you're still inside the frame, but I hope you wear these uncommon circumstances as a badge of honor. Those who meet times of historical challenge with their eyes and hearts open, forever restless and forever striving, are also those who leave the greatest impact on the lives of others.
There's no bigger white flag that's being waved in your face right now than what's going on and the adversity that you face moving into your new situation. So I encourage you to push through, continue to work hard, continue to believe in yourself, continue to surround yourself with people that are going to encourage you and support you on that journey.
Congratulations to you, chosen ones. And I am calling you the chosen ones because you have been chosen in many ways. You have not returned to the starting line like all of us generations before you. You're just approaching it now for the first time. You've just arrived. You are chosen in that way to enter into the competition of life just when so many have had to recover and refresh and restart and reawaken, and to retake up the hard work and the unshirkable responsibilities of making the world not only our own, but of your own.
When the sun shines again, the creativity of this class will shine with it. You'll go back to relishing relationships, sharing funny stories, cheering for all our Duke Blue Devil athletes.
This may feel like a daunting time to begin this next chapter. It is also a moment when the world desperately needs your skills and your creativity.
Never deny your potential. I am proof of what potential is all about. When I entered Duke University, I had no idea I would go into comedy and acting. I really didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. I didn't know what my passion was. It was because of Duke drama I discovered my love of acting, performance, comedy.
In my life, I've been through some incredible highs and some tremendous lows. And the one thing that's true about both of them is that they pass. So cherish the good times. And in the bad times, remember, they won't last forever. It does get better.
The quote from one who throughout his all too short life knew struggle and pain, the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., who in 1961 had this to say, and I quote, "All life is interrelated. We are tied in a single garment of destiny, caught in an inescapable network of mutuality, and whatever affects one directly affects all indirectly. You will shape your future and the future of our great country and our miraculously wonderful, resilient world."
About the uncertainty, embrace it. Improvise, be bold, dare, and have courage to not know where you'll end up. Your work will be much better for it. Keep making your art, no matter the circumstances, the materials available, quarantine or no quarantine, studio or kitchen table. Keep creating your music, your films, your dance. Keep making your art for today, for the future.
Each generation has a defining moment. My generation had Vietnam. Then another generation had 9/11. Now this is your time. It's great to be uncomfortable because that's when you find out just how great you can really be.
Because of the rapid progress in information and technology, your need for education, constant learning, and understanding of the world will be never slow down or pause. Continuing education will be with you for the rest of your life. Your life is not a spectator sport. Your job in life is to be an active player, to make the world a better place.
Know your worth, know the sacrifice you made to get here today to graduate, and you all earned it, you all deserve it. Help somebody out. Be great. Change the world. That's what we're here for.
What great advice. Honored to be just a small part of it.
Okay. So I don't know if you guys got anything out of that, but I wanted to share it with you when I watched it the other day. What do you think? No thoughts?
That was pretty good.
It was pretty good. What did you like about it?
I like the advice. It was it was very inspirational.
Well, I'm glad you felt that way because I know, I know you're a senior, Ahadu, and I know I have a couple other seniors. I know everybody isn't a senior, but I still felt like it kind of applied to everybody and sort of hit every different little niche. And I think, I mean, I love Ellen and I love Oprah, but I also, I mean, I liked the lady that talked about just continue creating your art. And I agree with Ellen that like when things are hard, they do get better and they will get better. So I just want you guys to keep that in your little brains, big brains.
I see one of my friends in here.
You do. That's the beauty of the Zoom world we live in now. Raji, it's good to see you.
Hey, Miss.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. You came in a little bit late, so you might want to, I'm going to post this video because I recorded a couple of things that might help you with assignments. Okay, so I'm going to share that. But let me actually, did you have a question?
Yes, I have.
Did you have a question?
Yes.
Oh, what is it?
Because my Chromebook is not working before to. That's why I'm late in your assignment.
That's why you're late in the okay. I'm glad to know that. Did they fix your Chromebook? Did you get a new one?
Yes, I get this week new one.
You did get it already or no?
No, I did.
You did?
Yes.
Okay, so you're just going to catch up. It shouldn't be too bad, and I know Betty was going to try to help you to catch up because the first few assignments, you don't have to do too much submitting, but let me know if you have any problems and I'll help you get caught up, okay?
Okay.
But I'm sorry about the Chromebook. You know, I had technology trouble last week too, right before Zoom class. My computer stopped charging, so I had to unscrew the entire 12 screws out of the bottom and remove it and take the battery out and plug the battery back in and then reassemble the computer before Zoom class. So I understand that we are having some technology issues, so I'm just going to be patient with that. Don't worry, you've got time. But this week is going to be exciting because we're going to get to see people's actual visions. It's been awesome looking at your goals and seeing your images, so I'm really excited to see them come together. Now I'm going to stop this recording.